1051.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Oh my God, it's TLC.
You fanning out too? Jesus Christ.
TLC is here.
Every girl in this studio was fanned out.
Good morning.
I had their posters on my wall. I was trying to grow up with them.
Yes, and you know, Envy and I already saw the movie.
Oh, cool.
Oh, you saw it.
Yeah, I got an advance copy. I let him borrow it. He was on me because he tried to steal it from me before I got to take it home. And I was like, can I have my movie back, please?
I did see it. There was so many things I didn't know about the movie. First of all, what made y'all do the movie?
I think it was time to tell our story. I mean, we talked about it years before, but I don't think it was the right time. Lisa, at the time, was still alive, but we was still like out and doing stuff. We was around Crazy Sexy Cool time, but that would have been way too early.
Yeah, well, I've been wanting to tell the story since on the TLC tip. You know, that was just, it was a dream of mine.
Yeah, she said
and I have always talked to our manager all the time. You know, I want a movie out about us. You know, and so, and like she said, the timing just happened to come now. You know, and we took advantage of that. So, you know, happy that VH1 was interested in. I had a meeting with them and was sharing some stories that no one knew about and kind of just went into depth and was like, oh. And they were interested, and that's how it all started.
Why not a movie though? Why VH1?
It is a movie.
Well, it's not.
Talking about.
You know,
I understand what you're saying.
Not commercials, not on the network. I mean, the full.
Well, to me, well, for me, I like this way better because there's more longevity in TV. You know, they'll show this movie for the next 30 years, like they did the Temptations and the Jackson, you know, story and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, there's no pressure of the first weekend and after, you know, a month and it's over and it goes straight to DVD. So.
Plus, if it's a black movie, you got to have my D in it anyway.
You are crazy.
No, but you know what? It's going to be
fit
such an
into TLC.
event. Like, everybody's excited for it to come on
cool. Thank
TV.
you.
Everybody's going to be at home watching it. People are having little parties for it, you know. So I'm excited.
It's a dope. There's so many things I didn't know about it.
Did you well up? And maybe you didn't cry because
I did a little bit. I did a little bit.
Okay. What parts did you get sad on?
Don't give it
I mean, we can give a little bit. Like, first of all,
without telling,
I hate Pebbles and L.A. Reid. Like, if I see them, I might trip them. Like, what?
LA too, you didn't
That's
like
his wife, man. He knew what was going on. Now, if you don't know, L.A. Reid and Pebbles raped TLC.
Yes, y'all sold like 10 million plus records and only ended up with like 15K a piece or something.
No, they ended up in debt, really.
Yeah,
you ended up
in debt.
Yeah,
we was in debt.
They can buy you nothing better than a RAV4.
Well, you guys had Pathfinders.
I had a Pathfinder.
I had the new Prelude. That's
Oh
what it
my
was.
It was a Pathfinder.
You and Lisa.
What made y'all stay in the music industry after that? Like, that would have made me probably just bow out.
It's our dream.
Okay.
It's our dream.
Our passion.
And
what
most
we do,
people go through those kinds of things. And at the end of the day, you just want to work really hard and hopefully sell a lot of records so you have the power to change those kinds of things like bad contracts and stuff like that.
But you also want to learn from your mistakes. You don't want to sit in this business. We've been here 20 years, so that's 2 decades, but you need to learn along the way and soak up all the information you can because that would be stupid to be our age and still going through the same things. That's not hot.
Y'all still speak to Pebbles or no?
Yeah, why y'all never cut Pebbles? Just a little gash to the face would have corrected all of that, man.
I just don't want to go to jail. You know, I have a son to raise. I just.
Got you.
But y'all still speak to her or no?
Now let's talk about.
You can or you still do?
I have. We have.
Yeah, we
have.
But what are y'all? I mean,
Now let's talk about it because people haven't seen the movie yet.
Well, explain a little bit of what we were talking about with Pebbles. Now, Pebbles
is the one that put TLC together. It was her idea, okay? And Chilli, you were the one that didn't know T-Boz and Left Eye at first.
Right. I came in after LA actually told her about me because I was a dancer for LaFace's first group, Damien Dame. You remember them? And in rehearsals, Babyface in LA was there, and I just walked up to him and I said, I can sing. They knew I could dance, and I sang, and then he told Pebbles about me, and then she came up to rehearsals and took me to meet the girls.
So. I was like, was Pebbles really that bad? Because watching that movie, I was like, oh my God, she is. I know you guys consulted, and they said you guys were there every day saying this is what really happened. Here's another story of what happened. But I was like, is this for the movie? Is this exaggerated, or was it really?
It's not exaggerated.
As a matter of fact, it's calmed down. I mean,
because y'all never even saw your contracts.
No, but exactly. And she cried, and she did the whole, you don't trust me. That was true. But she had a tier. Remember the tier that we call it the Demi Moore tier. But the thing that is true though, I will say she did do some good for us. Yeah. She put us together. She taught us some things. But then there's always times when you work with people, there's always things that you're never going to agree with and you don't like their ways. And people part. And I just think she never got over that.
Right.
Yeah. Well, whose fault was it y'all didn't see y'all contracts though? I mean, somebody should have been in y'all corner to say, you know.
Wait a minute though. Kind of how about we were in the same firm as them?
They're the same lawyer.
Yes. So it was like...
And accountant. Remember, everybody was with you.
It was all one circle.
It was like one big melting pot.
Remember the lawyer gave us like money off of our bill because they really were like, we didn't think you guys were going to blow up and do what you did. And so he was like, I apologize to you. You know, because we were their lawyers. So it was a conflict of interest from day one. It was so messed up.
Did she still own the name TLC or no?
No, we had to buy $1 million a letter.
$3 million.
But she wanted to say she didn't get enough money.
You know what though? You know what I did understand is the fact that you signed those contracts and it was like, y'all don't want to be in the group, get out, we'll get another girl and replace you. And that's a scary thing because you wanted to be in the group.
Yeah, because your dream is right there in front of your face and it can be taken away in a split second. So of course we're like, okay.
This is what's funny. Before Chilli came along and it was like, you know, me and Lisa had gotten Crystal's group. She kept coming to me and Lisa saying the way it really happened, two can mess it up for one. So I looked the first time and she came, two can mess it up for one. So in other words, you telling me to kick this girl out her own group. So we kicked Crystal, we went to get in her group. And we kicked her out her own group.
Did Crystal sing that bad? Did she really sing that?
That
was before Chilli.
The original girl.
The original Chilli.
It was her.
Ain't that the Kato?
No, it was her Tiana.
Did she sing that bad? Crystal sing that bad? Cause y'all killed her.
You're not gonna get me to talk about
y'all killed her.
You know what it was?
I can sing better than Crystal. I can sing better than Crystal. The way y'all made her look.
It's just that she wouldn't perform. She would just stand there and wouldn't do anything, and then it was a bad performance. So that's kind of what they saw.
They was like, y'all stay, you get out.
So y'all didn't have your parents around and nobody to say, look, no, you're not signing these contracts till another lawyer looks at them?
But we didn't, well, no, I mean, our parents, we were grown too almost. We were 19 and 20, right?
And people don't know that. Like,
20, you guys were.
Yeah, we were 19. Yeah. And the thing is like, they're just as blind as us. We have a top-notch lawyer that at the time was $150 an hour. Like, he was one of the best at the time. Because there was only like about 3 to 5 big ones. And we had a big wig. And it was crazy. Yeah. So we thought we were like, okay.
And like, yeah, well, you're not going to see no money because we put money out for this, for that, for this, for the video, for the tour.
Yeah, and then I'll never forget, you know, Pebbles used to always say stuff because we would get excited when we hit gold.
Well,
gold is not, you know, gold is not really whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but you know, when you hit platinum,
then
okay,
when we hit platinum.
Well, platinum is really, I'm like, damn.
When you hit diamond, though.
No, but wait, even when we hit 10. Well, you know, you got people with, like, Whitney Houston with Bodyguard who's done. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
You ain't about to tell me 10 million good, honey.
Yeah, it's always to, you know, just to kind of
never good enough.
Stay in and just keep you like this. You know what I mean? It's control.
Keep you subservient, and it was never good enough. And you can't tell me we didn't do a good job. I don't hate anybody.
What the way she made it? I mean, there was one point in the movie where you got sick. And Pebble was like, well, is she going to be all right for tomorrow? Because we got shows to do tomorrow. I'm like,
now, you messing up our money. Really said?
What?
I'm going to tell.
Yeah, tell.
Tell it, girl.
She really said, we had an award show, and she really said, well, I don't care if we got to roll her out in a wheelchair. She going to do this performance tomorrow.
Damn it, man.
I was like...
And that's when they found out you had sickle cell anemia. Did she not know what it was?
She knew what it was, but... If you didn't, you see me crumpled up, delirious and in pain. But you know what, honestly, and this might sound corny, so don't be going all whatever, okay, before I say it. But I don't hate anybody, because what I've learned from that, from having a bad dad and ruining my life and being mad about other people, you can't change people. And I'm not going to hurt myself and harbor bad feelings and be grudgeful and all that crap for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So I have no hard feelings. What happened, happened. Good luck with your life. I'm on with mine and raising my child.
Could you sit down and have dinner with her?
I could.
Yeah, I could too. And it took me a minute. It took me a minute to get there too. Like they were cool, especially Tion. Like she was really. I think Tion was her favorite in the group. She really did favor her. And Lisa and I would just get it, just different ways. You know what I'm saying? She was very manipulative. Like would say, make us feel like, you know, one is the favorite, and then I don't know what she used to say to you, but you know, she used to say that to Lisa as well because we talked about it, and I was just like, golly, it was really tough. You know what I'm saying? Really, really tough, and it took me a long time.
It probably took her the longest, but she's
well, you know what? It seemed like she didn't like you at all. She kicked you out the group.
Yeah, I got kicked out.
It was like jealousy because you like the, you know, you're real pretty. I mean, all of y'all are pretty, but you're real pretty. Got the
you know
natural
what
baby
I think?
Those
hairs.
baby hairs.
I don't know.
You were stupid for that. He said natural baby
Oh, they
hair.
real, no gel.
No
gel.
No,
You are hilarious.
Charlotte may be talking about them baby
I
hairs.
do, man.
But I learned a lot about sickle cell too.
Okay.
I didn't know that, you know, you only had quote unquote 10 years to live.
That's what they said.
They said you only had 10 years to live and you weren't supposed to have a baby.
Well, I was supposed to not live past 30.
Well, you beat those odds, thank God.
Yes,
thank God.
I beat all my odds. So I know Big G.O.D. got my back.
Aren't y'all back signed with L.A. Reid now, though?
Yes.
Because the album's coming out through Epic.
We are.
I hope you stuck him up. I hope you stuck him up good. He owes y'all.
LA
More
Reid
than
didn't
RAV4s too.
He didn't come across so bad in the movie, but what do you think? Have they seen it? Have L.A. Reid and Pebbles seen the movie?
Pebbles hasn't, but LA, I mean, we invited him on the set.
Pebbles has it.
Well, no, we're getting sued, maybe.
What?
Pebbles gonna
I'm going to tell it.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah, Pebbles definitely gonna try to sue you.
Why not?
she
tell
For
it?
defamation?
But she can't. But
She
it's not
can't.
defamation.
But we're not.
But is
we're
that what
not
she's trying to sue
slandering.
for?
Yeah, it could be
But
that.
we're not
But
slandering
that's
her.
not
She's
at
ready to
all.
sue. She said if she see one thing she doesn't like.
She
She's
gonna
definitely
see a lot
going
of
to see
stuff
some
she don't
things she don't like.
I'm sure, but sometimes you don't like yourself when you see how other people. It's our perception of her, and we're not saying anything
And
bad.
we're not
just,
lying at
We're not
all.
lying, and we're not showing anything bad. We're just telling the story of what happened.
Right.
But you also heard me say, yes, she did do stuff for us.
Yeah.
we
She
just
did.
didn't agree with all her ways.
Right.
Right.
And the
And
bad
nothing's
part about
wrong
it,
with that.
nobody's
That's
gonna want to
life.
hear Pebbles' side of the story. Like she have to go to the own network or like TV
The
One.
own network.
Shut up. You
No,
stupid.
seriously.
You stupid. Now, also in the movie, Chilli, you talk about your relationships. And it looks
What? Relationships?
well, your
You said
relationship.
an S.
She
Okay,
dated
I'm
Dallas.
like, well,
You
you
dated
Dated
Dallas Austin.
And it just seemed like you wanted in the movie. It just seemed like you would do anything for a child at the time. Like,
I didn't
Wanted a
Chilli.
baby.
You gotta watch the What you say?
Did you just say
What
No,
you
I
say?
would have you. I mean, you had to beg somebody.
You are so
That's
dumb.
not true.
I
Shut
would have
up.
shot the club up.
You are
Perfect.
crazy.
I'll do it now.
I can't with you right now.
why did you want a son or a child so bad? It just seemed like you wanted a child. Like that's what you one thing you wanted.
No, when I was, a little girl, I don't know. I always saw myself on TV. I wanted to be, when you're little, you say star, and I wanted to be a mom. And I don't know. Those are things that I was just very passionate. I didn't want to become a mother too soon, so that never happened. I was no teen pregnancy or nothing like that. But when I did get pregnant, because when Perry Pebbles kicked me out the group, and then she put me back in the group, I just got back in the group, so I was scared. And I was like, oh my God, then, I might get kicked out again. And it was just really crazy and a lot of different emotions, and it was just very hard for me to do what I did, because I wanted it so badly. I'm not the person who's picketing outside of abortion clinics because I think it's a woman's choice. But I did not want to do that. So it haunted me. So, that's when I became obsessive almost, like looking at a baby commercial with Huggies, I cried. You know what I mean? Because I felt horrible.
So hold on, you trying to get a baby for security?
What?
No, I'm saying because you said you didn't want to get kicked out the group.
She got pregnant.
She got
during
pregnant and had an
the
abortion.
She got
Oh,
abortion.
You're not
okay.
listening.
He didn't
got
see
you.
it. He didn't
All right.
see it. He didn't
Okay,
see it.
Okay.
I'm right
Got
next
you.
to you.
I'm
You're
sorry.
not
She had an
listening.
It's your face and your baby hairs, baby. I'm throwing off a little bit. I'm so sorry.
But it had
trying to
to
focus
be
here.
it had to be difficult for you to be that honest and tell that part of the story, because that might be something that maybe you didn't want to even put out there like that. That's a difficult thing.
I didn't mind sharing that because I hope that when somebody watches it, maybe, again, you have to do things that's right for you, no matter what anybody else is saying. So I hope that people will get that message. Hopefully it'll help somebody.
Now, what about Dallas Austin? What was it about Dallas Austin? I mean, because they told you that he was no good, and
You saw that he was no
seen
good.
that he was no good, but you just stayed with Dallas Austin.
Well, at the time, I think, again, after the abortion, it was something, I probably needed some therapy and just didn't get it. No, as a matter of fact, I think, I did.
Even your mama said,
I needed it, but the thing is, I felt like the only way to make things all right was to have the baby with him still. I don't know why I didn't think to just wait and meet someone else. So it was just something that was just going on with me emotionally. So.
And plus, you saw him every day. Y'all was working together all the time. That's somebody you were very close to. You were coming up together at the time. How now for you, T-Boz? How did that make you feel? Like, do you feel like sometimes, I know, like in Escape, they felt like somebody was getting a certain favoritism because they're messing with the producer. Did you feel like there was any favoritism there in any way?
Because me and Dallas grew up. I knew Dallas first, and we grew up in the hood together. So, I mean, that was like my boy, and that's why he would put me in the middle of things that I didn't want to be in the middle of,
right?
Which caused friction with us. So it was just a mess.
Because you don't want to be like telling her he's doing this, but then you feel bad that he's doing this.
I
and
didn't
you're
even
not
have to say nothing.
Right.
He would just do like that scene. It would just be uncomfortable.
But it wasn't always that.
It wasn't always like that blatant.
He was just
sneaky.
I found out things. Women are great investigators.
Right.
You know, so we're the best. So
too bad they didn't have Facebook back then and Twitter.
No, but still, thank God they didn't necessarily like he would tell me things. He would just do it, and I could still figure it out. And I'd be like, okay, so if I'm back here and then this weird chick is here, and it's not hard to figure out why she was there.
Studio.
She wouldn't be there, but she would be coming.
Right.
And I'd be like, dude,
slappy,
like,
slappy.
yo.
Did you feel like you had to tell her, like, yo, he just finished banging a chick? Like, not
I didn't know what he was doing with her because he didn't tell me.
And you ain't want to know.
And I ain't want to know either.
You wasn't making a moan?
In the middle of it. Huh?
You wasn't making a moan in the studio?
Making a what?
Moan.
He's stupid.
We see what's on your mind.
What does Dallas think about his portrayal in the movie?
He's seen it. He read the script and you know.
And did you ever find out what Chilli wants in a man? You still got that crazy checklist?
Why is it crazy? It's not crazy.
It is kind of crazy.
No, it's not.
You wanted Jesus.
No.
No, but it was confusing to me because Floyd was not those things that I thought you wanted.
Floyd is my friend. He's not someone I dated. You see what I'm saying? We're just friends. People think that we dated because of my show. You know what I mean?
It did seem like that.
No, I know it did because he was actually supposed to come on the show to interrogate guys as my friend to make sure they were the right ones.
Interrogate or intimidate?
Both. And he flipped the script on camera because, you know, the camera loves him. He was like, where's my competition? Where's my competition? I'm looking at him like, what are you doing? You know, and VH1 is like, oh my God, this is great. You know, so it just kind of flipped like that. But no. But Floyd doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke or anything like that. Like he's a good guy, he's a good dad, but that's just, you know, some people are just that friend, you know, you don't cross that line.
So you still single?
I don't know.
What about you, T-Boz? What's going on with you? I know you had some issues. I know just even recently you ended up having to file for bankruptcy, and you know I read all about the issues that you had. What's going on with your situation now?
I'm straight.
You good?
That was just when white people do it. It's what, reorganizing. Just because I'm black don't mean I was broke. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. No, but there was.
I mean, what the hell?
No, but you had some issues with child
and
support and everything.
Yo, T-Boz is always a thug and will F you up in a minute.
No, I want to know.
When a black person does it, they smoking crack.
But no, hold up. I never put that out. Let me explain something. And this is coming from me. And let the world hear this. Chase is my number one everything. I'm never going to have nothing to say bad about her dad. I never put none of that in the press.
Right.
That ain't nobody's business. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's always going to be her father. She didn't pick him, and whatever happened with us, it happened and it's over. But I never will say anything bad about Damon. That's her dad.
Okay, but for you,
Chase is more important than anything, and it's always about the child. You know what I'm saying? So hear this clearly. T-Boz never said nothing about Mac 10, so y'all can shut the hell up.
There you go.
You ever thought about getting remarried?
Of course. Yes.
I can't believe people ain't running up in lines to like wife y'all.
It doesn't mean that they have the quality.
But they're not always the good, like,
you can't just marry anybody.
I got a strong personality. It takes a special guy to deal with me. I already know that. I've had a talk with myself. Since I know self. I be tripping, you know what I'm saying? But I cook, I clean, I take care of home and everything, but I have a strong personality, and guys seem to think I'm too much like a guy.
That's
well,
cool.
you know what?
The hardest thing for a girl to do nowadays is be a man's friend. I like when a girl.
But
is
see,
like
a lot of men are men. They're little boys, and they can't deal with my personality because I'm too much of a. Hey, I say I got balls too. Mine's just at the top.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if I'm too more man than you, that's a fucking problem.
See, there's nothing wrong with that, and I always tell them that you can't just settle. People act like just because you don't have a man, there's something wrong with you, and blah blah blah.
But it's my choice. I ain't never got left.
That is not true.
Leave.
Angela, you just got a man about a week ago.
She
just got a boyfriend about a week ago.
Years. So.
She won't tell us who her boyfriend is. They broke up, but they back together now.
But I didn't have a boyfriend for 5 years, but it wasn't because I couldn't. It was just because I'm not going to just date somebody that likes me just because they like me. You got to, feel like
that's how it should be.
Right.
That's how it should be.
But these guys look at it like, oh, you can't get no man, and what's wrong with you?
No, it's
yes, y'all
I just
all
give
the
a hell
time.
on Valentine's Day. That's all. Valentine's Day, I give a hell. That's all.
Didn't say that.
No, it's the pretty girls who their men leave them. Now that's a problem. When the girls can't keep a man, that's a definition of that. Those are those chicks out there.
But
not
when you're the one who's exiting
not when you're
left.
the one that's like.
What about cheating? Could you forgive somebody for cheating on you and stay with them?
I don't have to deal with that.
You got to at least once or twice.
For what?
No, you don't. Would you do it? Would you forgive a girl to cheat?
Yeah,
absolutely. I have.
Even if people just all over her
even if
face
she
and
does it.
everything.
I don't want to know all that, people. I will say,
I'm sorry.
The mother of my.
He said he would.
Go ahead, say his mother's child cheated.
When she was in college, she told me she cheated, and she cheated with a guy whose penis was bigger than me.
And what did you do?
I went and bought Magna RX pills and
What's
started
that?
doing penis exercises to make my penis bigger.
What's the exercise?
But
It didn't work.
back, you know what I'm saying? Because nothing I can do about it.
But also, that was back in college. It's not now.
Yeah, today.
You know,
no, I'm looking for it out. Now she cheating. Now I'm gone.
I'm looking for it out.
Because you were younger, though. Everybody's dealt with some stuff
crazy.
when they were younger. Sorry for saying a bad word.
That's all good.
But they dealt with stuff when they were younger. But
Yes.
I'm too old for that. I don't have. You could damn near tell me to shut up, and it's a problem. Like what? You know, I don't. My tolerance level.
No, I say at this point, why don't you just marry for money?
I don't do that either.
that's
Why?
self-love.
I work for my own stuff. I don't need nobody for that. I want somebody's heart.
But it has to be intimidating
I got my
for
own
a guy to
stuff.
date you as well. You know what I'm saying? And
guys
know
assume that we have boyfriends already, so it's like, and especially my situation, it's like they think that because like you said, oh, this ridiculous list or whatever, but a man that could come to me and know that list is not ridiculous because everything that I'm asking for, I bring to the table.
Right.
So I'm not being hypocritical either.
That's right. I don't think you should ask
You
for
bring a
things that you
huge
don't
penis
bring.
to the table?
She didn't ask for that. She didn't ask for that.
This guy is stupid.
Talking about personality traits
This guy is stupid, yo. Now, when Jeezy did a song and he said, I did everything in the A except smash Chilli. How did that make you feel?
And he made it seem like everybody in the A done had some.
No, he didn't. He didn't
No,
make it seem like
he's
that.
trying to say.
That's not what I got from that
We're gonna have to
line.
work on you.
No, what he's trying to say is
thought it was
that's something that he
disrespectful.
wish he could have done that
that's
he
like his
didn't get
bucket
to
list.
do.
He's saying.
He knows. He's just trying to be
No, I
crazy
really thought it was
this
disrespectful. I was like,
Shut
why
up.
would he disrespect
Shut up, yo.
I will punch you.
Yo, shut
You
up.
don't want to feel it.
No, I don't want to get hit by Chilli. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I'll hit you. But yeah, I was like, what? And a lot of my guy friends like, no, it's a compliment. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's a compliment.
Now, let's get back to the movie for a second.
hilarious.
Let's talk Left Eye now.
Okay.
Now, how was Left Eye? Because in the movie, you see that she had like a little crazy gene, where she would burn your house down. But it seems like she always had a little bit of problems with you guys as far as money. Didn't really want to record anymore.
It wasn't really over the money. The thing is Lisa had a guy in her life that was very, what's the word? Influential on her thinking.
Yeah.
But you still have to blame her a little too. And the thing was, we were under contractual obligations and we had already taken money. And then she wanted to go off and do a solo career. We didn't care if she did one. It's just when you chose to do it in the middle of us having a deadline for an album to turn in. Not cool. You know what I'm saying? So we're on a set one day and she walks off in the middle. Like that means hair, budget, makeup, wardrobe, photographers, magazines, writers. It's just all in the open. She just walks out. I'm going to meet with Puff. What? Puff of all people?
That was a good voice though. That was a good Left Eye voice.
I do a good Left Eye impression,
Left
but the thing is like, are you in Puffy of all people? Like we could see him anytime. He's always around. He's partying. Whatever. So are you serious? So she just got disrespectful, and it was just like, and in public.
Yeah.
And then she started having this guy would talk her into putting letters out, challenging us in the press to do albums, and it was just, she was like gone for a second, and it was like, we still love you, and then it didn't work out so well, but he was just an opportunist there to get money, and you know, she was feeling herself, and he was whispering, you know, sweet whatever pillow talk crap in her ear. So it ended up working out.
And then she had some drinking issues on top of that, it seemed like, in the movie.
They tried to make, well, yeah, I mean, she drank, but you know, a lot of people, you know,
no, but she like drank obsessive. Like.
But it wasn't
starting fights and.
Well, but it was. But a lot of time, I mean, like I think most people drink a lot to numb things, you know, and that's what she was trying to do.
And then when she went to Honduras, how did you feel about that when she went to go see Dr. Sebi?
It didn't bother me. I wasn't going to the bush.
It didn't bother me. Yeah, I didn't want to go either because she told us there was no TV, and I was like,
I can't
no
TV. Hudson, no TV. I got to see The Sopranos was on back then. I was like, I can't sleep with animals and lizards.
I can't do it.
Because there was a rumor that Dr. Sebi was curing. She had herpes or something like that. They said that she was.
Come on, Envy.
Did we just get that? We just read that. That's all I was asking.
Where you read that at? Cite your sources.
Gosh, Envy.
She was just no.
Because Dr.
media
Sebi
takeout
is known as.
Cite your sources. I ain't never read that in my life.
That or something. Like, but you know what?
Yeah,
she was going out there for trying to find spiritual guidance. She was trying to find a religion, find herself, have peace. So when somebody's in a search for something like that, you let them go do it. That was her journey of finding peace.
Yeah.
Now, you know, but it didn't work out well.
Is it true that her Left Eye of the State won't let y'all use her vocals for the new album?
It's not the estate. It's the damn publisher.
Wow, that's crazy.
The guy who does
but
Ain't
not
Too
for
Proud
the
to
new
Beg.
album. That's not. We're not doing that. It's our other songs.
Yes, Ain't Too Proud to Beg. Whoever has a publishing for that.
Who has the publishing to that?
I don't even know the guy's name, but he's the worst person on the planet. Like, and then this average white band, I believe the samples from. But I mean, the thing is to make money. That's how we license songs and we make money. He just tries to rob people, and now we can't perform our own song on TV or use it in the movie. It's just ridiculous.
Wow.
But I will say, watching that movie, boy, I remember all them TLC hits. I was excited. I was like, oh, remember this song? I couldn't remember which was my favorite out of all of those.
That's awesome.
So is that the reason Left Eye wasn't on the remake of Waterfall? Because of the publisher?
Are you talking about for Japan?
No. That Japanese artist, Namie, you know, it was like she was paying homage to Lisa. You know,
so it was an honor for them to do it because that's you know the Japanese way and stuff like that. So they was paying homage for real. So you know they got offended when all that stuff came out in TMZ because that was kind of like disrespect. Like we're paying tribute to this group because we love you, and that's how they do it. So I mean, and plus her family gets the publishing. Like it's not taking anything. She's doing her rap.
So it wasn't true when they said Left Eye's family was upset about that remake?
The thing is her sister spoke out of turn. We had to go through the brother who does their business. So the estate had to approve it or we couldn't use it. And he did. He just didn't tell her.
Right. Okay, so that's their own issue.
Who
that's their own issue.
Who casted for that movie? Because that casting was amazing.
We all did.
Yeah, we all did.
That was good.
We all did it together.
People really had an issue at first, right, with Little Mama.
I did.
But she did it.
I was like, there's
no
way
I mean,
Lil
I was
Mama
reading
could
all
play
about it.
Left
It was
Eye.
on Twitter. No, not you guys.
No,
but I saw on
off.
Twitter, everybody was talking about it.
But you know what? But
she was the first one.
First of all, this is my thing. It just gets on my nerves that people would hold one thing she did. First of all, she didn't do a Kanye West. She didn't go up there and snatch a mic and be disrespectful
from a little kid.
Yeah, exactly. She was just standing on stage.
It was just funny, really, to me.
Yeah, it is. That's what I'm saying. But it's nothing to be like, oh my God, her career's over. Are you kidding me? Like, that's stupid.
She killed it. She did an amazing job.
Yes, she did. And that's why we knew, too. I was like, you know what? When this film comes out, people are going to say different things.
Right. It's about her acting chops. It's not about what she does personally. That doesn't mean anything to me, and I don't think people should be so judgmental. Like, if we went into a lot of people's personal life, we'd find a lot of stuff we don't like. You know what I'm saying? She was the first one we picked. She did a phenomenal job, and she did her thing, and I hope they respect her for that.
They all did a great job, and I remember when I seen the first picture, and I was like, that really looks like TLC. There were points in the movie where I was like, wait, did they just switch to real footage? Because it did look very real at certain points.
So what y'all use to get Kiki's baby hairs like yours, boo? Was it gel? What?
I wasn't involved with the hair and makeup. I just wanted to make sure they got it. That it was all how it needed to be.
You got a thing for baby hair?
Chili's. I don't like when girls try to have the fake baby hair. I don't trust girls that have fake baby hair.
Mine isn't fake, bro.
I know, baby. You got the natural
what is fake baby hair? They pull
when they put
it
the gel on it and they try to wet it.
Yeah,
make a little S on their face.
Yeah.
Looking all stupid.
Yeah.
This guy is
I don't know
crazy.
exactly what they did, but I know they got the Indian hair for her.
I love love it.
So now you guys do have an album and the greatest hits and some original
It's not
music.
a greatest hits. It's a soundtrack for the movie.
Oh, the soundtrack. So there are some of the songs, and there's going to be original music as well. Is that?
Well, that's the album coming out next year. We've been working on that album, which is separate from the TLC 20, and the new song on there is Meant to Be, Neo.
Tough tune. I heard it.
Oh yeah, somebody leaked it.
Oh, it was leaked. I thought y'all put it out.
No, they leaked it.
That's good though.
But people, I mean, we've been getting good responses from it.
It's a good response. So
and
that's
the
what
thing that I love so much about this song is that obviously, you know, TLC for us, we are meant to be. But, you know, it could be about you and your wife. You know what I mean? Or, you know, a job you got, it was meant to be. Like, it could just...
Y'all look happy recording the song, too. Y'all look like y'all was in a good space recording
We
that
had
song.
a good time.
I love being in the studio, though. Like, we always have fun.
Were there ever any serious plans to try to implement a new L in TLC?
No.
Never.
Never, ever. Not even a thought.
I don't think nobody put in to be in the middle of us. You ain't put in on this.
Now, also, J. Cole reached out for y'all for the Crooked Smile. How was that call?
Oh, man.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it really was. And when I heard the song, I loved the lyrical content.
When I first heard it, I thought it was going to be some old vocals and he sampled.
Oh.
That's what I thought it was going to be.
He sampled Jennifer Hudson, yeah.
But we he cut you
in California first.
He came to Atlanta and cut my vocals and stuff, and then he played me some of his stuff on the album, and I was like, wow, this guy's really talented. You know, so we're still hoping to collaborate with him on the album that we're working on now.
Was this all strategic, or did the stars just line up like the J. Cole record and Drake bought y'all the OVO and the movie
it just really the stars are aligned.
Yeah.
But we thank you guys for putting it all out there the way that you did with the movie.
Thank you.
I mean, I feel like, obviously...
Wait, did you cry?
Yeah, I did.
You did? And you laughed?
I mean, I felt... Yeah. It's because I grew up like, TLC. That meant a lot to me, and just all the music on there, and then reminiscing, and then seeing like Left Eye and all she went through and how upset she was about certain things, and then seeing T-Boz sick and how, Pebbles was and everything, and then seeing... I felt bad when you got kicked out the group and you was at home waiting for that phone call. I mean, it's a lot. It's a very emotional thing. And I think for, women in particular, we grew up listening to TLC. You know what I'm saying? And just to see how y'all was like real cool with each other for real in real life and got screwed over and had no money. Yo, when Pebbles gave y'all those cars, I was like, what kind of cars?
I was like, RAV4.
So y'all was excited.
RAV4.
Y'all went outside excited, and then you guys pulled up to the club, and they was like...
You still got your mama car?
Yeah.
That was,
But y'all were excited at first.
We were.
Until you realized...
This is really not coming up, and we paid for it.
I got a gift.
Maybe we should have been in a Benz. But when you start seeing the label mates in like Volvos and Benzes, you're like, I'm driving a Pathfinder, and she's in a Benz. Something's wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, you both done a lot of reality TV. Are y'all documenting the return of TLC for something maybe?
It's funny. A lot of people ask us that, but I don't know. I see all kind of stuff in the future for Tiana and I, because people call us the Black Laverne and Shirley. We can finish each other's sentences, and she's retarded, and I have to deal with it. And
that's not politically
correct. Yeah, I was going to say that. It's mentally challenged. Mentally challenged.
You gonna say you can't say that on the radio? You can't say that on the radio. Okay.
All right. Well, last question is the white guy in the back. Is that the guy that saved you?
Yes, that's Bill.
Hey, Bill.
What you mean?
That's not the white guy that saved you.
How did Bill save y'all?
Bill Higgins.
He's the white guy in the back.
Yeah.
When they were dead broke, Bill was the one that got them the deal for $50 million.
No, not yet. I like to wait for things to come out on TV. I don't like watching advanced stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm always like
that.
But
you still have to watch again just because you've seen it already.
Oh, and it's not the actual version that's going to be on TV. It was like still has the certain things that have to be inserted in. But excellent movie. I'm excited. I'm going to be watching it, and I'm going to be tweeting right along with it.
Next Monday, what time, Yi? What time, Yi?
At 9 p.m.
Next Monday at 9 p.m.
On
It's 3 hours long, right?
2.5.
2.5 hours.
Party in my house.
So tune in next Monday.
Hold on, I got a Twitter question. Somebody wanted to ask Chilli, do you ever wish things could have worked out with Usher?
So what time does it come on? October 21st.
Next week, Monday at 9. So you're not going to answer?
It's coming. I want everybody to tune in, please.
The Breakfast Club is TLC.
Real people, real celebrities, real talk.
Join the Breakfast Club.
Blast off in your ear.
Weekday morning, 6 to 10.